Once ships come in over a calm sea or something like that. And if I ever got another tattoo, it would probably be this quote by Florence Scovel Shinn, because the fastest and healthiest way to achieve anything in this lifetime is from that state of calm, that state of being at one with yourself, that state of inner peace. That is the state of allowing all of the good things that life has to offer you to flow in to your life. A healthy dose of detachment is good for you because it allows you not to cling to things. When your core is detached, you allow things the space it needs to grow. Your crops, for example, they need air to grow. Your water needs time to boil. Your lover needs space to fall in love with you, which seems controversial, but only if you don't understand the way most of our brains actually work. True detachment is rooted in that state of being where you know it's all good either way. And because you know it's all good either way, your personal vibration is pure and clean and calm. You focus on your desires from pure love, not because you need it, but because you just love it. How do you get into that state of allowing where all good things flow into you? Well, this is what this video is about. Exactly. How do you get into the receiving state? There are things that I do physically to enter into this state and to maintain it. And this allowing state, this peaceful state within myself, is responsible for why I feel so good and for why I'm able to attract such good things more than I have in years. And I am not saying that my life is totally perfect, though it technically is. When I compare it to other lives, when I compare it to the way my life was just a few years ago, I am doing really well. So I made a list here of all the things I've done and continue to do to ensure I'm always in this state. Some of these items here may work for you, some may not. Try them all and discard the ones that aren't practical for you, but the remainder of this video is this list. Number 1 is health, specifically hormonal health and supplements. I made a video recently where I linked hormonal health to mindset, and I wasn't kidding about that. Many of us don't eat all the whole foods we're supposed to. When your body is out of order, your mind is out of order, and you can't find that state of receiving. Dr. Mindy Pelz's recommendation is to aim for 200 different foods every month, including herbs and spices, which makes it a much more easier target to hit. I'm still working up towards that number, and until I reach it, I've supplemented all the vitamins and minerals I would gain from whole foods with supplements. And I guess this would be a lovely time to talk about a company that I've been a personal fan of recently, or more specifically, a specific product that they've introduced. Ritual is having a 40% off New Year's sale at the time of this video being uploaded, which is the best time to try them out because I have never seen them give away such a sweet deal like this before. If you don't like Ritual within the first 30 days, then your first order is on them. The product that I use from them specifically is the Synbiotic Plus, and I haven't found another item like this anywhere. It's not your average probiotic. It's a 3-in-1 prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic. It has 2 of the world's most clinically studied probiotic strains because quality is more important than quantity when it comes to a probiotic. And what I mean by that is all of them are all condensed in one capsule. The prebiotic, the probiotic, and the post. Factors like stress can throw our gut off balance, and poor gut health can lead to more stress, which is why it's important to supplement with a probiotic daily. I've been doing pretty good this last year with all of the positive changes I've made, primarily to my health. But when I started the Synbiotic Plus, that was just that last little push that I needed to really get me to where I was trying to go with the way I feel and with the way I perform. The Synbiotic Plus is usually $54, but I somehow managed to get it for $32 for you guys with my code maleeka40. I mean, I did not get it for that price, just so you know. This is the best price I've seen for Synbiotic Plus, so if you've been thinking about trying it, then now would be the time to do so. And again, if you don't like it, your first order is on them. Keep in mind, this is a limited offer, My code maleeka40 will be in the description box down below if you're interested. So yes, general health. That's one of the more important things that I do to enter into that allowing state. Basically, just ensure that you're getting all the minerals and vitamins that you can, and supplements help a lot with that. It's such an easy thing to do. This next item is incredibly powerful. If you forgot everything else in this video and just did this, life would start flowing for you. And I don't want to use these terms, but things will start moving in the right direction rather rapidly right from the jump. Own your morning. First thing in the morning, before you look at your phone, before you do anything else, take time for you. I don't aim for instantaneous results, but morning meditation creates quite an instantaneous shift. My kind of meditation doesn't last an hour. Very rarely will I exceed 30 minutes. Just 10 to 15 minutes is fine. If I want to do more, then I'll wake up earlier. But meditation in the morning is the key to inner peace and calm. Meditation was difficult for me until I realized I don't necessarily have to keep my mind in silence. I instead use this as an opportunity to mentally recite a mantra or an affirmation if there's something specific I'd like to experience. A lot of practitioners treat meditation as a chance for complete silence, but for me, my results are the same even if I listen to something during it. Sound bowls are what I use. There's just something about that sweet sound that guides me into the state of allowing. And when you compound that state of calm with an affirmation or a visualization, miraculous things tend to happen. Herbal teas is another thing I partake in on a regular basis. So whenever you see me and I'm zoned in or out, depending on how you perceive me, I'm normally sipping on a cup of herbal tea. These teas here are my absolute favorites for getting me in that state of receiving. They've all been researched, and the findings show that reducing the effects of your anxiety and depression could really be one cup of tea away. And I know that sounds like a commercial, but herbal teas. I used to be skeptical about the effects of herbal teas until I tried it for myself, and then I was a believer. Occupy your mind and follow your schedule. When you've got too much idle time on your hands, you have time to care about silly things, right? One thing I've learned to do is keep a schedule. My meditation is scheduled. My work is scheduled. Making a video is scheduled. My showers are scheduled. If I want to make a candle, which is something new I like doing, it's on the schedule. Making next week's schedule is scheduled. I found that by keeping a schedule, my mind is occupied by all the good things that I can do. And because of this, I don't have time to care about this person not texting me back or that hate comment or whatever it is. This seems rigid, and maybe for you it would be. So if you're not a schedule person, that's totally okay. Just be more aware of how your time is being spent. Align your mind with whatever activity you're engaging in, which is just to say be present in every moment. Occupy your mind. Occupy your time with good things. And this would be a very good segue for the next one. Overbooking yourself is the surest way to a chaotic state of being. You need to slow down. There are many things that can wait until next week. Some people may try to guilt trip you, but if that's the kind of person they are, then really is that the quality of person you regularly want in your life anyway? Why should you cater to those types of people? Now, I'm not saying you've got to cut everyone out of your life. All I'm saying is be reasonable with the amount of time that you've got. You cannot fit everyone or everything in your schedule all at once. Space some things out so you've got moments in between just for you. This really just boils down to setting and maintaining healthy boundaries, learning to say no when necessary, and establishing limits on your time and energy. By doing so, you create space for self-care and prevent unnecessary stress from entering your life. It's okay to prioritize your well-being and protect your mental and emotional space and peace. Let go of people when they let go. A sensitive statement to make for some, but really, what is the other option? When someone lets you go and you hold on, the load in which you're carrying has now doubled. The only way to hold on to them is to cling to them because they're heavy. There is no clingy energy. in the state of allowing, though. Honey, by choosing to hold on to someone when they've already let go, you're harming yourself emotionally. Forget the laws of attraction for a moment. Your heart is not in a good place when someone puts you in this situation where you're the only one holding on and trying to hold this thing together. Being in the state of allowing, there are two parts to that. Allowing good things to flow in and allowing stale things to flow out. And if you don't allow the stale things to flow out, then you're cutting off the flow entirely. Good things can't flow in to replace the stale things. So letting go when the other person has already let go is necessary. Letting go becomes easier when you cultivate hobbies and solo activities. One thing I've noticed about people, extroverts in particular, is they only seek detachment when they realize they've become a little too dependent on the presence of another for that sense of momentary fulfillment. That, or you're infatuated with someone who doesn't quite feel the same way about you. No matter what the catalyst was that's brought you here, it's better now than never. Engaging in hobbies and solo activities is another effective way to detach, be calm, and at one with yourself. For me, it's reading, painting, and hiking. For you, it's any activity you love. Doing things alone allows you to reconnect with yourself. It's a great opportunity for self-discovery and personal growth, fostering a sense of independence and tranquility. It's a great way to get to know yourself and to fall in love with yourself. No matter what anyone may tell you, it's okay to love yourself as you love others. Make time to do the things you love and learn how to love doing them alone. Some time ago for me, there was an end to a still connection, and solo activities was the main thing I engaged in to get through that aftermath. It serves as physical proof that you don't need another person to experience the joys of life or to do what you love. Whatever fun and adventures they're bringing to the table, you can offer yourself that too. This way of being doesn't make you cold to another, but just the contrary. When you enter into a relationship from this state of being, the people in your life are there because you want them there, not because you need them. You carefully chose them. You did not just settle for them because you were so deficient within yourself. About 11 years ago, I wouldn't stop doing questionable things that even I realized something wasn't right in my own head. I saw my physician who referred me to a specialist where I was diagnosed with two imbalances, clinical depression being one of them. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is to explain to you why detachment and the state of calm has become mandatory staples in my life. It is mandatory for me to maintain my healthy boundaries and to cut toxicity out as soon as I recognize it. My advice for you is to let those toxic things and toxic people go swiftly before they fester within you, as opposed to trying to improve them, fix them, change them, or manifest them to be in another way, especially if they don't want to. A lot of people think that self-love and detachment is some sort of narcissism, but they don't know the whole story. So even to those opinions, here's my wall, and it's not getting through. I'm not even interested in trying to change those opinions. It's not my job. Inner peace is absolutely necessary for me, not only to thrive, but to survive. And if I can find this state of allowing, then imagine how much easier it'll be for you, assuming depression isn't something that you've been diagnosed with. In conclusion, these are all of the things that I now do regularly that are responsible for keeping me in that state of receiving, that state of allowing. If I had to pick one main thing for you to try, it would be the morning meditation, because the results are seemingly instantaneous. And I'm only saying seemingly because I don't like saying instantaneous. I don't like pushing the narrative that anything can be instant, because it removes the need for trust and patience, which society needs a lot more of, I think. Definitely try any of these items on my list of things that I do to enter into that allowing state and see which one you like the most, and then stick with it. That is the best piece of advice I could offer you. Be consistent with it. Find what you love and be consistent with it. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I truly do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I trust you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this one. So, how did you like today's video, and what video would you like to see next? You let me know in the comment section down below. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Toodles.